What's going on, guys? This is Damius Alexander and I'm back. Thank you for tuning in to my channel. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, keep up with me. I want to keep up with you. Just want to actually follow up. Very interesting. So I did a previous video about a seller. We were marketing a property and we actually did post the property online, and the seller saw the property on Zillow. And it may have been a concern because we actually posted all the pictures, which is the outside and the inside of the home. So maybe going forward, we will just do the outside of the property. I do know wholesalers that do that. And the seller gave me a call on my way to the property. We were expecting to do an inspection period for half an hour, and the seller called me an hour before the inspection period and blasted me. Did you post a property online, and did you post the pictures of the inside of my home on the internet with something that says there's an open inspection period? And she kind of just gave it to me. So last video I kind of gave you guys a spill about it, but I wanted to give you the conclusion. So what I did as soon as I got inside the property is I didn't want to go in immediately so apologetic, kind of I don't want to say docile, but kind of laying down for the seller. So I actually walked in and I just pretty much said, okay, here I am in person. You want to curse me out? Go ahead and give it to me. Because I've never had a person actually exceed my energy with wanting to curse me out as a seller. So if you kind of come in with the energy and you're welcome into it, in a sense, they kind of try to lay off and say, no, I wasn't cursing you out. I was just, and that's pretty much what the seller stated. I wasn't cursing you out. I said, oh, you were just cussing to me, huh? And she chuckled. But what I did with this situation, guys, was there is more to her story than we were aware of. And it's a situation that's a legal matter. And because of that, which I immediately removed the property and pictures from the online, as I did state to her that my reasoning is we do have buyers, and some of them are out of state and some of them are either out of country. And sometimes when we take pictures, sometimes the size of the files are too big. So we like to post that maybe for a quick hour online, just so they can see the property, see the pictures, get the address, get the information, and more so see the inspection period, so they can have their contractors, or they can have, if they have realtors or whatever they do to help them perform due diligence on purchases with them being out of the country. We just try to get that information to them as best as possible. I said, so that's why we posted it. Of course, the seller came back with, well, why couldn't you email it? And that's when I stated again, sometimes the files with the pictures, we're not the most savvy, but with the pictures that we take with the property, sometimes sending pictures, they say the files are too big via email. So, but instead of being so in a fashion of explaining myself, I answered a question and then I would move on from it. I would say, well, the files were too big, for us to email them, but I can tell you one thing, we did remove it. It's no longer there. That's why we put it there. But I just want you to know, and it's not anything public. We do have legal rights and we're under contract, so you don't have to worry about anything public taking place. No one can do anything. No one has rights to say anything or do anything with us having equitable interest to the property. I said, so that's the situation. And then I kind of concluded with, I noticed she was just drinking a soda, while we were speaking. I don't drink soda. But even then, I just said, okay, so there, you're done cursing me out now. You're going to share your soda? Can I have a drink? Let's have a drink. So, I just said something silly, but more so, she actually just was pretty much laughing, and it completely just, brought down, the tension of the situation. So I am actually about 20 minutes away from this open inspection period. Again, guys, even with this situation, the numbers don't make sense. If we had to compare it, to a baseball, game, this is maybe a double. I won't even say rounded to a triple, just say a double. But this property may be worth about 160. I think you can fix it up and actually get it to the 185. But we know we're looking for a fix and flipper, so they're not gonna, fix it up to as if they were trying to make it the primary residence. But just quick, you don't get a lot of numbers from guys. So this property is worth about 160 ARV. The seller owes about 94, maybe 90 on the mortgage, but we found out that there's a lien for about 13,000 maybe, and the seller has a home equity line of credit, a HELOC, for another 45,000, and they actually took out the entire 45,000. So we're in the process of having our title company. We do have title companies here in Wisconsin. We don't use attorneys. We're having our title company obviously try to negotiate the second and third position. Obviously, the home, is in pre-foreclosure, so that kind of gives us a bit of leeway to do a bit of bargaining and trying to negotiate. But I just found this out last night talking with our title company, and I've been marketing this property for a week for this inspection period. So already I have to pretty much let my buyers know when they show up on scene, because I don't want to waste their time. I kind of hate it happen, but it is part of the business. It is definitely one of those situations that I understand it, but you have your hopes up and then a roller coaster crashes. So I just wanted to share again an obstacle, that you will face if you're just getting started. I'm sure there are well-seasoned wholesalers, obviously, who've been doing this way longer than me, have way more experience than me. They can contest that that's pretty much normal probably for them.